Dear brave women, I went to a grocery shop today and I had a very interesting encounter. My intentions were to buy just one thing, but I found myself, adding other little items. And then I wanted to add some more. I wanted to buy some rolls. But my hands were full, so I could not, relieve my hands to put the rolls in the bag. So I asked one of the staffers, a lady who is working at the bakery, and I said, can you please help me and put these rolls in the bag? And she said, no, you're supposed to do it yourself. So I said, I'm aware, but my hands are full. So she came around and she started putting the rolls in the plastic bag. While she was doing that, she says, can you see I am not well? So I'm confused. I'm saying, what is she on about? I'm looking at her and I'm so confused. And she says, can you see I'm not well? So I look at her, I said, So she said, the father of my child is refusing to sign the papers. So I guess I have to give up. Just like that, from nowhere. And something stirred in me. And I said to her, no, don't give up. Don't ever give up. You don't need his signature for the court to decide the outcome of the maintenance application that you have made. You don't need his signature. I said, don't, you really don't. So I said, I am speaking from experience. I'm not just pulling this from somewhere, I don't know where, but I'm speaking from experience. I said, I have been there, I've been where you are, and it was very difficult. It was a long road. It took me a year, but finally, I won. Finally, I was granted the maintenance order. I said, don't give up. The law is for the vigilant. As I was talking to her, one of her colleagues leaned in and was listening to what I was saying with interest, but I continued just advising this lady. And as this one was leaning in, it was at that moment when I realized the collective wound of women who are told to give up, who are told it's never going to work, and they get tired and then they just don't want to continue. It made me very sad. But I'm also happy that I was there to offer her courage. Sometimes you go to a shop and you think, I just want rolls. Impromptu. It was impromptu for me to want rolls. I had no intentions of buying rolls. Only to find that I was sent to her. This was a divine intervention for me to be at that moment and for her to trust a stranger and simply just spill out what was going on with her frustrations, her sorrow, her sadness, her agony to a stranger like me. That's God for you. So I was able to help her. By the time I left there, I could see the relief on her face, and she looked at me, and even the colleague, and they said, thank you. And off I went. So remember, guys, do not ever give up. Don't ever give up, especially on matters like this. The law is for the vigilant. I'm so happy I was able to impart a little bit of wisdom based on my experience. I was sent to her to deliver some encouragement to her.